2023. It is ridiculous to say Peter Obi does not have structures. Imasuen. Neither Imasuen, the candidate of the Labour Party for Edo South Senatorial District, has described the assertion that the presidential candidate of Labour Party, Peter Obi, does not have structures as ridiculous and fallacious. Welcome to the news. If this is your first, kindly subscribe, and if you have been there, thank you for your support and welcome back. The Labour Party senatorial candidate has also lamented that the ruling All Progressive Congress APC has driven the country to a pitiable state. Imasuen, who was the former senior legislative aide to Senator Matthew Irogode, added that the ruling party lacks sustainable educational policy and meaningful health policy. In an interview with a correspondent, Imasuen said, "My burning desire to contest the Edo South Senatorial District seat of Edo State is to offer my services in line with the public outcry for a meaningful change in our governance." But this principal is a member of the People's Democratic Party, so why is it coming out to cascade another party? Well, the present administration of the ruling party has driven the country to a pitiable state of no economic growth, lack of sustainable educational policy, and lack of meaningful health policy. Our health sector has been so neglected to such a low level that our best minds are exiting the country to countries where they can practice their professions unhindered. Insecurity is getting worse, with the present government running out of ideas of how to address this daunting issue. There is growing unemployment of our youth, and there seems to be no solution in sight. In the midst of all these frustrations being experienced by Nigerians, His Excellency Peter Obi, himself a frustrated Nigerian, like millions of other Nigerians who understand the issue at hand and armed with the solutions that will reverse this downward trend to a healthy economic appear on the scene. On the assertion that Peter Obi doesn't have structure to win election in 2023, Imasuen said traditional politicians and their supporters are claiming that Peter Obi has no structure, but I consider such assertion as ridiculous and fallacious. Structures are the people, and new converts are keying into the philosophy of Peter Obi every day, and they are streaming into it everywhere in droves. As a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, if elected, God willing, I will offer my services to the realization of the economic and social policies of His Excellency Peter Obi. I will be one of the drivers that will ensure that his executive bills are expeditiously passed in the Senate. Well, that is a former aide to a senator coming out to say this is what he will offer in the Labour Party. Well, you don't run, come align with Obi. I am obedient, but I am scared of you guys as candidates. You that don't want anybody around you to progress, you run away from Umuade to Oredo because you have known your antics of using and dumping people. Really? Think every man with this PVC is a structure in his own right, as the so-called structures are nothing but humans? What a word. Be upright in anything you do. People will always fish you out. There's no need to be contesting whether Labour Party has structure or not. My advice is for the obedient to continue to work harder to find and show victory come 2023 general election. However, whatever application applied, provided the bad child dies, structure or no structure, in obedience will stand. Please, which structure has he? No worry, my dear. God go dey fear for eye on that day. God go put pepper for their eye on that day. Allow us rest, abeg. He has structures and he will win. Haba. What is structure in Nigerian youth are a structure. People have been talking about this structure. What is this structure? I believe the structure they are talking about is how many people do you have that can work for your success. in any election. With the way things are, this country, the north, south, west, east, the movement of Obi is everywhere, and people are ready to go all out to win. The honors is for those that are campaigning and shouting his name to have their PPC. If they have it, good for them. If they don't have it, that means they will not be able to vote on the day of election. But let's see what comes out of this. This is like the third force that some people have been asking and agitating for. And maybe this time around, the third force will work for this nation. But if not, maybe we'll start again. But the picture on ground today shows that the major political parties that have been existing, APC and PDP, they are bent on getting it in 2023. And they don't want any third force. But I'm sure the voice of the people is the voice of God. Come 2023, we'll see where this will land us. Well, what is your own opinion? Kindly make it known as you subscribe to my page. Thank you, good day, and be blessed.